All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua by Hashem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS and sincere Shalom to the brothers out here pushing this truth and sincerity. And I want to get into a topic basically going into sexist, which in this word it will go to sexism, which is both pretty much the same. And I won't be particularly going into women as much as the examples of what sexism is according to the definition and to the doctrines really. And it's to show that there's nothing technically wrong with sexism, because even the you so-called women that like going to church, even though nowadays a lot of people's cutting away from the Christian doctrine, but you still have a lot of our people still in that. But for this is going based off of everybody saying, "Oh, we're sexist this, we're sexist that." I'm gonna make my points pretty quick and to the point. So the definition of sexism, it says to prejudice or discrimination based on sex, especially discrimination against women. So when you highlight and put in discrimination, it will come up with this. So let's read that. It says prejudice or prejudicial outlook, action, or treatment. The act, practice, or instance of discrimination categorically rather than individually. The quality or power of finally distinguishing. The act of making or perceiving a difference. The act of discrimination. The act of discriminating. So, yes, while it does look like a bad thing, it's technically not a bad thing. But for you people that's so based off this American tradition, for you it's going to be a bad thing because no one likes being singled out. But real world wise, there is discrimination. How did the so-called these Americans discriminate? We hear the same thing that that goes on. Oh, you Mexicans, this and that. Oh, you Arabs, this and that. You Russians, this and that. Discrimination. So all sexism is another form of discrimination, and whether it be against women or men. But hey, it's for you women that gets offended by it. It doesn't matter, because you women are the weaker link. You have to learn the role of a woman. So I'm gonna go into various parts of this discrimination. So this is Amos 3:1. It says, hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, children of Israel, against the whole family which are brought up from the land of Egypt, saying," let's go to the next verse, "You only have I known of all the families of the earth, therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities." So a lot of people that's even into the Christian faith, or that's like to say they believe in God and Jesus. Well, you're God and Jesus. Well, that would be correct. Y'all don't have your God and Jesus. But for you people that don't understand, quote unquote, God and Jesus discriminated. It was always a separation. That's how normal it is. Just because you come into a society that likes to claim there's no discrimination, we've been discriminated since day one of this place. Our slavery shows it. How we live right now, even in this year, shows it. Or even back 5 years shows it. We've been at the bottom for the longest time. You claim we have entertainers. How much of them? Compared to Esau and them high rises, making money like no other. Them rats that's over us. Discrimination. Yet you want to claim that we're sexist for telling a woman how they ought to be. So Let me get this scripture right here. Actually, no, not this one. Um, Here we go. This is Proverbs 31 and 1. It's, it says the words of King Lemuel, the prophecy that his mother taught him. Mind you, his mother taught him this. It says, "What, my son, and what the son of my womb, and what the son of my vows? Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways which to that which destroyeth kings." They don't. So when another man, as you like to say, is being sexist to a woman, would you call this woman sexist for telling her son that you can't give strength unto women? They you can't call you so another man can be sexist, but another woman can be sexist. It's always about y'all women are so quick to tell what a man should be doing, but y'all don't like it when we tell y'all what y'all should be doing. This is this is First Corinthians 11:7. I'm just going into examples of this discrimination and sexism to clarify that this is nothing new. This is actually normal. This is actually the right thing to have. It's to keep women in order. But y'all women don't like order. And like I said, this video is not based off of women. It's just to go into examples. It says, "For a man indeed ought not to cover his head, for as much as he is the image and glory of Yahweh. But the woman is the glory of the man. For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man." Sounds like sexism, doesn't it? So it sounds like there's a lot of sexist. The Bible, you women or you church women, you church people like to read out of, that really doesn't even read it. Or you so-called God-loving people, or women, I should say, this was in here. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. This all shows it. This is all key points of what y'all like to call sexism. So this is St. John 7:24. It says, "Judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment." And the reason I got that is because women in the world is going to do what women in the world do. Hold on. It's a lot here. Had something. But the reason I pulled that scripture out is because even in this truth, we can't just harp on women about what they're doing. I mean, we can, but this is at the end of the day, this truth is about men. But even in this truth, we don't judge according to the appearance, but we judge righteous judgment. We tell the women why they going on. We tell them what you're doing is wrong. Because what you're wearing, even though it says judge not according to the appearance, but this is all relevant. This is righteous judgment. What you're doing, the way you live, this is why the reason why you are alone. But yet, we're sexist for telling you the reason why you're alone. We're sexist for telling the women how they ought to be, how a natural order was set up. Just yesterday at camp, we had a whole bunch of. It was always, and I see it from me and the brother see it time and time again through camp. We ask the man a certain question. It's the woman answering. Why is that? The woman should be silent, but yet the man is the one that's silent. But we're sexist for telling the man to pick up his nuts and actually speak. But yet we're sexist. So, okay, there we go. So back on topic. This is Amos 3:2. It says, "You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities." Oh, Oh, so like, yeah, I think I just already read that one. Um, so like, yeah, I remember what scripture I was trying to get now. This is Ecclesiasticus 26:25. It says, "A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord." So throughout all these scriptures that I've been bringing out, it sounds like God and Jesus are sexist, but y'all don't want to hear that. Y'all want to hear Esau telling you God is all love. Y'all people believe it. We're here to tell you the truth that that's not the case. We're here to tell you that you men need to pick up your nuts and actually be men. We're here to tell you, you women, that you need to stop with all this foolishness, this adultery, this whole wickedness of this place that's been polluted on you. But in a sense, these people, the women, like I said, the women are the weaker vessels. They follow behind what the man does, anyways. If a man parades a woman to wear a bunch of tight shit in public all the time, she's going to keep doing it. Say she break up with the man, she off to the next man while wearing what she's wearing now. It's all a continuation of this whole place. It says, I'm gonna reread this part again. It says, "But she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord." Now you have some sincere sisters out there actually watching and trying to be an actual woman. Those are the ones that's actually fearing the Lord. They actually make an attempt, an actual attempt, out of sincerity, to be the woman that they should be. And it could be hard. How coming in this truth is a different life, is a different lifestyle. It's a change. It's different. That's why you when you read Romans 12:2, it says, "Be not conformed to this world." It's not that easy to do, but it will work. It will pay off in the end. That's why this truth is really meant for men, full heartedly. It's not to say women can't try, but this truth is solely for men. And I might be jumping here and there, but like I said, this is to show examples of uh how this truth really is, how the world really is, how the natural order of life is supposed to be, which has been screwed up. It has been screwed up. This is Proverbs 30:20. "Such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth, and saith, I have done no wickedness." And yet we're the sexist ones for telling you that this is adultery is wrong. We're the sexist ones for telling you the way you live is just downright scummy. It's do you these that goes to show you that these people don't know these words as they speak them. Discrimination is really actually a good thing, because it separates what you're who's who, just like other nations. But that's a separation. That's discrimination. It's Israel against Esau. It's Israel against the heathens. Discrimination. Yet y'all people wonder, why can't we all get along? Because it was never set up to be that way. It was always meant to be a separation. It was always meant to be discrimination. It's always been that way. It never changed. Even in this era, there's still discrimination. But when you go back, like I said, when you go back to this word sexist or sexism, let's see right here. It says behaviors, conditions, or attitudes that foster stereotypes of social roles based on sex. And these believe it, like I said, this is actually a really good word. So that's pretty much all I wanted to go into for that part, is because sexism is being thrown around as a loose word, just like the word brother. Brother has been thrown around as a loose word. And this revolves around the truth and in the world to whoever it may edify. So with that, Lord willing, this was edifying, and shalom.